I just wanted to record this dream I had that was crazy. It was like very profound to me. So I'm gonna just jump right into it. I had a dream that I was in this big facility with different levels. Think about a mall. You know how you walk into a mall and it can have one level, two levels, where people could come and look off and look down, and escalators and all types of stuff. But this mall also resembled like Funland or Fun World or Chuck E. Cheese or something like that, or a club. It was like all of that in one. Anything you could think of, it was in one. And it resembled like labs, and it was different corridors going everywhere. And it was like this place was massive. It stretched miles and miles and miles and miles. Just to give you a visual on what I'm talking about and what was going on in the thing. So in the dream, I'm dreaming that I'm there and it's like I'm working in there. Then all of a sudden people started getting sick. I mean, people was coming down with some sickness or some disease. I don't know what sickness or disease it was. And they was infecting people by large amounts. Like if you was around them, I don't know what they was doing to infect people because I didn't see nobody get touched or hurt or anything like that. Or I didn't see no fighting or stuff like that. But I know if you was around them, you came down with that sickness. So a couple of people like me who wasn't infected, we took it upon ourselves to go different areas and lock off areas so the sick people wouldn't be able to reach us. So we did that for a good part of the dream, a long part of the dream, to the point we finally um made it so that we felt comfortable where we were. We felt comfortable enough that we blocked off so much of the place that we felt like it was it was okay to relax. So and it was parts, it's like I'm not even saying all the parts. It was parts where I was walking down corridors and was chased, and I saw them coming and I had to get out of there. I had to climb on top of stuff. Things was trying to get me, and I'll make it out and I'll block off the area. So they was doing the same thing, people who was normal and not infected. So as we doing this, we finally got it to the point that we felt like that we were safe, and we were in an area where no one was infected. Well, there was this tall brown skinned guy who was with us. He looked like he was a mulatto, like he was a half black, half white guy, or he was mixed with something. He was a mixed race guy. And majority of the people in this dream were black. It was some of every race though. I saw black, Spanish. I ain't really see no white, but I saw black, Spanish for the most part where I was. And um we was comfortable for a minute, but then all of a sudden people around us started getting sick. People in this very area started getting sick also. So we like, how is this happening? Even though I know we was opening the doors for people who we noticed that wasn't sick, because the sick people was acting a certain way to the point that you knew they were sick. So you knew not to let them in, and you knew to stay away from them and stuff like that. So people, like almost everyone around me in the area who wasn't sick, or who we thought we had everyone else locked out, started getting sick, and it scared me. So I got in what looked like a golf cart, and I drove and I drove and I drove for miles to get away from this area now. So I came up on what looked like a whole nother civilization. Mind you, I never left this mall looking area. You could drive for miles in this mall looking area. I think this mall looking area represented the world. You could come outside though, because I remember while I was driving, I was outside a little bit, then I went back inside. And then it was like tunnels after tunnels and stuff of that nature. And things going everywhere. You could look up and there's corridors going everywhere. There's times I looked up and I saw the sick people up there, but they couldn't reach me. Or look down and see sick people down there, or knew that that area was off limits because sick people was down there and not to go down there. So all of this was happening in a dream. So now I drove this golf cart for miles until I came up on a civilization where it looked like people was partying, people was arguing with each other. I specifically saw two girls arguing with each other, a group of girls arguing with another group of girls, even though it was two girls, but they had their groups with them. And then I look up and I see people standing all around and they talking and they doing whatever they doing, oblivious to what's going on from where I just came from. And I'm trying to scream over the noise, telling them like, listen, get out of here. Infected people, it's people who's infected, they're coming. because I knew they was following me. I knew it was only a matter of time before the infected people made their way down those corridors, because we lost everything at the first place. The first place, everything was lost, everything went down. And I probably was one of the only ones, I thought, who survived. So I thought. So after I'm trying to warn everybody, and I saw people actually ignoring me, purposely ignoring me, and people just doing whatever they want to do. I guess up top, like say you in a mall and you could look up and there's different levels. People was looking down the way that I came in the golf cart. So they must have seen like some strange people coming towards us, because the sick people moved like they was infected, like something was wrong with them. So people all up top started panicking, while the people down below, they still wasn't believing me no matter what. Even with the people panicking, they started trampling each other up top to get out the mall area. And the people below near me, they still didn't believe. They still was partying, playing, arguing, fighting, doing all types of stuff, not seeing what's going on in the world, basically. That this thing was coming. And it's like they just didn't care, or didn't want to see it, or didn't want to believe. So I wound up just leaving everybody who was in there. I started making my way out with everybody else. I go outside, I see the brown skinned dude sitting outside. And he looked mulatto or something. He was sitting with a girl. And I'm like, yo, how he get here? It's like he got there before me. And he's sitting there, he got a smile on his face. He talking to people like he's some charismatic character, like he's preaching or giving people hope in some kind of way, because he's sitting right in front of the mall. Like if I ran outside the door for the mall, he's sitting right there with his girlfriend, and they just looking at, he's looking at everyone come out and talking to people who's coming out. So I'm like, what in the world? How you get here? And I'm like, yo, what up? He said, what's up? And then when I went to go like walk past him, he brushed up against me and his sweat got on me. I remember that vividly. It was like oily sweat got on my arm. And I'm like, ew. Like, and then in my mind, as I'm running, I'm thinking, what if he got it? Or what if he got the cure? Because he must not have it, because he don't look like the infected people. That's what I was thinking. He don't look like the infected people. He must not have it. He must have had a cure, because how did he get away? How did he not be infected when I thought I was the only one who made it without being infected from the other place where I ran from? So now this whole next place started falling to the sickness, infections everywhere. So I run into a area where I thought was safe. I'm running like back into some area that looks just like that mall thing, with tubes everywhere or hallways going everywhere. And I found a hallway I thought was safe. And I closed myself off in there, but it wasn't safe. These infected people came up to me, and some of them, it was like, if you ever saw Resident Evil, some of them was mutating. That's how infected they were, or something like that, because some of them things look weird. They didn't look like humans anymore, and some was looking human. They started running up to me, but when they got to me, they sensed that I was infected too, so I realized that guy infected me with his sweat, and I knew I was doomed, and I woke up. Went to the bathroom in real life. This is a reoccurring thing with me. Went back to sleep, and then I had a dream I'm back at the first place. I'm not at that place no more. I'm not infected no more. But we got it to whereas you can't go down. We knew every corridor not to go down. You had to live by certain rules if you wanted not to get affected. And then I saw an older woman, and she had a dragon. This dragon was wiry and black. And it's like the people with dragons felt safe against the infected people. I don't know what that means. It's like people started getting dragons. Don't know what this means. I just wanted to document this dream because I had it the other day while it's fresh in my mind. I was doing a different series, but I'm going to upload this because I feel like I should put this out there, because I believe it's something coming on the earth. I've had too many dreams of zombies, of infections and diseases and plagues that's coming on the earth. I remember I had a dream that there was a frog, and frogs represents plagues, and it was on a lily pad. And I'm looking at these frogs on the lily pads, and then a terrible looking frog came up, and it had white hair like a rock star and big teeth, and it ate the first frogs. So it's like there was a plague, and there's a plague coming that's worse than the plague that we saw. So I really believe these zombie things is real, or these infection things is really going to come on the earth. I don't know what's going on, but this dream was very profound, and I got it on my heart to put it out there right now. So that's what I'm doing. Until next time, people, in Jesus' name, stay prayed up. All right.